Hey guys, so this is going to be a quick video on how you actually drain the fuel. You can't siphon out of new cars, but how you actually drain the fuel out of a newer car because it's bad, you need to do the fuel pump or something to that effect. This particular car has really old gas, been in there for about a year or so, so I need to get it out. If you don't know, all modern cars have either check valves or little flappers down by the tank, just in case the car rolls over so the gas can't go out, but that also prevents you from sticking a siphon hose down there. So siphoning gas is a thing of the past. But a couple things you're going to need is first a hose to drain the fuel out of your system, and then any fuel injected car will have a fuel rail, and this is called your fuel rail. It taps in right in above the ejectors, but you will have a test valve or pressure relief valve. And in there, when you take off the cap, there'll always be there'll be a Schrader valve, and you can use a regular tire valve core remover tool to get in there, and this will just screw out the valve core, the Schrader valve, and it looks exactly like one that would come out of your tire. And now this right here is just an open system, and it won't hold pressure. So we'll take the hose, a hose that fits, and we'll just wiggle that on. Nice and tight fit. If it's not a tight fit, you can clamp it on. It's not going to create a ton of pressure, but just get your hose. So you can see we got the fuel hose dropping down into a tank of gas. But now what you need to do is get your owner's manual, find out where your fuel pump relay is, and the fuel pump fuse. And what we're going to do is we're going to pull the relay. And so I already pulled this relay. This particular car actually just happens to have it under the dash. A lot of cars will have it under the hood right here. And this is a typical relay. And pull this, pull the fuse, and what you're going to do is you have a relay right here. Essentially we have these various ports. We have this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and they're all numbered. But in this situation with all these relays, this one and this one both go down. One's positive, one's negative, and goes down to your CPU, and that triggers a switch. This one will be your positive, your main big positive one to your fuel pump, and this one right here will go off to your fuel pump. However you want to draw a fuel pump, I don't know. But so this one and this one connected, so these two connect and create a connection between these two outside ones, or this one and this one, and that is what makes your fuel pump work. But all I did was bend up a quick wire, and we're just triggering these two outside. So I'm just plugging this into the same ports. The relay is removed. I'm just plugging this wire right here. I'm just plugging that right in, and it can be any piece of wire. So it's just telling the power to go straight from there to there, which gives power straight to the fuel pump. And the reason being is because, you know, when you turn on your key, when you first turn it on, the fuel pump runs for 3 seconds and it stops. If it continued to run, you'd be able to do this trick, but without that, you actually have to bypass. So pull out the fuse, pull out your relay, stick this in, get it all situated, and then you can just put in your fuse, turn the key on, and your fuel pump will run. So you can see under the dash, way up there, you can see that I have a wire bridging the gap where the relay is. I got the relay below it removed too. That just does the air ride suspension, so that doesn't matter. And here's my fuel pump fuse, so I can just pull that out, turn the key on, put this in, or however you want to do it. You can leave this in and then turn the key on, and our fuel pump will run. So let's come over here, let's flip on the key. Oh, no radio. Let's come out here, and we should be chugging away. It's starting. It'll come faster once it fills up the whole line. Well, there we go. I'll let this keep filling up, but I'll make sure I keep an eye on it. Don't walk away from it, because you don't want to burn up your fuel pump. You let the gas run out. Fuel is actually the only thing keeping it lubricated and cool. It's a great trick in case you're trying to sell a vehicle, and maybe you put a full tank of gas in, and you know the price of gas. You can easily lose $100 just right there. Is it? You can take this off, you can put this hose into your other vehicle, you can get the gas out without getting messy, without ever putting your mouth on a gas tank again. You know, it's a great trick, especially if you're replacing a fuel pump or something like that. A lot of times when fuel pumps are getting worn out, or they're going out, they still work enough to do this trick. Otherwise, you know, there's no siphoning, so it saves you from trying to drop a whole gas tank, you know, that weighs 300 pounds with gasoline in it. Thanks for watching. If you want to know a little bit more about relays, I do have a video on that. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. And you'll notice the hood hinge trick here. I'll put a link to that video too, where when you got tired shocks, look at that, tired shocks. But put a link to this video, how I go about doing that, so you don't have to use a prop stick anymore. Thanks guys, see you soon, bye.